Hey everybody, it's Jesse, aka the Beardy from the Beardy and the Baldy channel, bringing you my comic haul pull list rundown for May 18th, 2016. I got a lot of books to go through today, so let's get to it. A couple weeks ago, I told you about Micronauts number 1, so Micronauts number 2 is out this week. Great book. I really like what Cullen Bunn is doing with the story. Again, I think I said last time, I don't really know much about these characters, and that's okay because they're giving you enough to make it interesting. And the artwork, I mean, check that out. I mean, that is like awesome sci-fi stuff going on there. So definitely recommend checking out Micronauts. If you've not gotten the first issue, go to your shop and check that out. See if they've got it. It's pretty cool. Issue 1's out. Issue 2's out now. Good stuff. A lot of fun if you like your sci-fi adventures and everything. Up next is Marvel's Civil War number 2, issue 0. So this is kind of the prologue, the lead into the next big Marvel event, the first kind of major event post Secret Wars. I gotta admit, I was not really looking forward to this story when I heard what it was going to be about, and then it was going to be about like Iron Man and Captain Marvel fighting over an Inhuman who can predict the future, and I was just kind of like, bleh. It's not doing much for me. And then I read the Free Comic Book Day issue. Artwork was great, and again, it was just it felt like it was all over the place. But when I read this 0 issue today, I gotta admit, it got me excited for this because, I mean, first of all, Oliver Coipel's artwork on this is just phenomenal. Look at that. That's a courtroom. I never thought I'd be excited to see a courtroom in a comic book, and that looks pretty freaking sweet. Now, there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, what's his name? War Machine, Rhodey. Lots of great appearances. And this really sets up what could be a very cool event. Bendis is a pretty good writer. He's done a couple of good things here and there. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, see where it goes. And I like the artist who's doing the main work for the ongoing, or the mini-series event. So I'm going to kind of change my tune from not interested to cautiously optimistic. And we'll see where number 1 takes us in a couple weeks. Hopefully it lives up to... I'll happily be wrong about this not being that great. So if we get a really cool story, I will be all for that. Next is DC is launching their line of Hanna-Barbera based comics tomorrow. First up is Future Quest, starring Johnny Quest and a bunch of the kind of sci-fi superhero action-y characters from the Hanna-Barbera series. This was a really fun issue. Johnny and Haji and some other characters are experiencing, there's these vortexes going on, and they're seeing glimpses into other worlds, other realities, or what have you, and they're investigating, and of course there's bad guys involved who want to use this to their advantage. And it's just pretty cool seeing a lot of these different characters come together. I mean, and I didn't display this cover properly. I mean, check that out. That's pretty sweet. You gotta love a good wraparound cover. Evan Shaner's artwork is fantastic on it. It was great. Even if you don't know these characters at all, they give you enough to where you can appreciate the story in, just jumping right into it. So, Future Quest, highly recommend that one for tomorrow. Tomorrow? Go out today. Go get your comics now. Turn my video off and go to Comics Connection if you're near Mechanicsburg or York, or whatever comic shop is close to you, wherever you live. If you want to come to Comics Connection, do it. We'll be there selling comics. Just be there before 9 p.m. Okay. All new Wolverine, number 8. I gotta say, I love seeing Laura in the blue and yellow costume. Again, fantastic artwork. Marcio Takara is doing the artwork on the series now. It's great fun. Laura is teaming up with Phoebe. They're checking stuff out. Phoebe's one of the girls, the sisters from the previous story arc. And now it's just starting a new series, or a story called The Box. Because there's a box in here that contains something. I won't tell you what, because that's kind of a spoiler. That gets a lot of people killed at the beginning of the issue. And by the end of the issue, you do learn what's in it. And it involves a great classic Marvel villain shows up. And it's pretty sweet. Also, you're going to see Laura, I believe, meeting Old Man Logan, the older Wolverine from an alternate future timeline. I think she's going to meet him for the first time in this story arc, so that is pretty exciting. And it's really cool watching her struggle with her self-identity, because that's been a big thing for her. She's kind of moving on from the feral rage character into figuring out who she is individually apart from Logan, because the regular Marvel Universe Wolverine died about a year and a half, 2 years ago. So it's been her taking on the mantle of the Wolverine title, the Wolverine costume, and it's just really cool seeing how she's just sliding right into that, taking it on, head first, and it's just been really fun seeing where this character goes. Marvel's been doing great with their kind of teenage-based characters. Another great one, Spider-Man, featuring the Miles Morales Spider-Man. Bendis and Pichelli have been knocking this book out of the park. There's great drama. I mean, you get Miles and his buddy Gank here in high school talking about Gold Balls, one of the X-Men, the newer X-Men characters, is now going to their high school. And it's just crazy cool seeing them dealing with that and what it means for Miles, how Gank responds. Maybe or maybe he doesn't do something he shouldn't have. And, I mean, check that out. I mean, that's classic Spider-Man stuff, but with a whole new Spider-Man going on new adventures, something different. It's just a lot of fun. So yeah, Bendis and Pichelli, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, be there. It's great, and it looks like we're going to, obviously from the cover, we're going to see what happens now that Black Cat, who has been sworn revenge on Spider-Man, the Peter Parker Spider-Man, from something the Doc Ock inhabited Spider-Man did a couple of years ago, how that's going to affect Miles. So we'll see where that goes. Up next, DC's final issue of Aquaman in the New 52 line. Great issue, great conclusion to the Dark Water story. I'm really excited to see where Dan Abnett takes this series in the Rebirth. And I just got to say, one of my favorite things from the last couple issues is the redesigned Mera costume. I love that she's decided to visually look and side more with Aquaman, as they have set up an embassy called, was it Spindrift Station or something like that, where it's an embassy for Atlantis to the land surface dwellers and everything. And it's been really cool as she's visually identifying with Aquaman, as they've been one of the longest going couples in the New 52 storyline anyway. It's been really cool. I really enjoyed the writing on their relationship and how much they mean to each other, not only in the romantic way, but how they play off each other in leadership and fighting and all this stuff. And Mera is one formidable person to fight, so I would not get on her bad side. 2 more to go. Next to last, Silver Surfer number 4. The Allreds and Dan Slott, I mean, they've been hitting this book 5 times out of the park every issue. I absolutely love this book. The artwork on it is absolutely fantastic. I mean, check this out. You got Alicia Masters, blind Alicia Masters, fighting Shala. Oh, what's her name? Shala Bal, Norn Rad, aka Silver Surfer's old beloved from his homeworld of Zenla, has come and is trying to wipe out Earth's culture and everything and reprogram it to be Zenlaian culture. And they fight back, and it's just really cool because everybody comes to defend Silver Surfer, who was taken out in the last issue. So it's a great issue, fun, emotional, action, everything you want in a comic. And last but not least, my number 1 pick for the week is the Uncanny Avengers, featuring my favorite comic book character of all time, Rogue. She's been getting a lot of really good play in these Uncanny Avengers issues. It's been cool stuff. The standoff issue a couple weeks ago was really cool. How she kind of figures out how to fight off the mental block that's going on as they were all kind of reprogrammed in Pleasant Hill. This issue's cool. We see the return of Hank Pym to Earth, and how the Avengers deal with that, and how they deal with, everybody keeps making jokes about Deadpool being on the team, so that's always fun. to see how different people respond to that. And is it good that Hank's back? Because he is wearing the Ultron suit as Flash Thompson would wear the Venom symbiote. They've kind of merged, and it's kind of freaky, and some people are not comfortable with this, which of course upsets Hank because, hey, I'm Hank, you should trust me. Or should we? Who knows? And everybody thought he was dead anyway, so. So that is my haul for the week. Beardy's Books, May 18th, 2016. There it is. So head out to your local shop. If you're in the area, come to Comics Connection in Mechanicsburg or York. We're open 10 to 9 every day, Monday through Saturday, and 12 to 5 on Sundays. So come in, check out some books. There's a lot more great comics coming out this week than what I've got here. But, you know, you got to be picky about what I take home. But there's a lot more if you are interested in other stuff. So go to the shops, check stuff out, buy some books, read some comics, have some fun, take somebody with you, buy them a comic. Who knows? Comics are cool, whether they're popular in the media or whatever. Doesn't matter. Comics are cool no matter what. So there it is. That's it. I'm done. Have a good day.